Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Keswegbe. If this is your first time, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. Today we'll be learning how to make the African print inspired waist bag. I can't wait to get started. These are the materials we'll be using: hard gum stay or close interfacing, bag or shoe lock. We use some Ankara fabric, top bond or Mod Podge, some paint brushes, So the first thing I measured my cloth interfacing 20 inches by 9 inches. This is the very hard cloth interfacing, guys. So I cut out this shape and then I put down my fabric. You can see that my fabric, I added an extra inch on all 4 parts, probably an inch and a half. So I'll take my Mod Podge and I would apply this on one side of the cloth interfacing. Turn this around and place this directly on the fabric. Then I'll take my scissors, cut out the extra part of the fabric because I feel like the allowance I left is just so much. Then I'll fold the allowance over. Next, I would apply Mod Podge all over the inner part and then take a piece of Ankara fabric to cover up the interfacing. So I cut out another piece of the interfacing and this time the measurement is 43 inches by 2 inches, and this is what I'll be using for the waist belt that will hold on the purse to my waist. And I want to wrap this around with the fabric, and I've just used a fabric that can fully cover this up without showing the interfacing. And I'll be using my Mod Podge to glue this all around it. So after this is a bit dried, I measured 7 inches, folded it over, turned it backwards, measured about 2 inches, I'll fold it over, measured another 7 inches, fold it over. So what I'm doing is I'm basically just trying to give the just create the purse shape by folding all these parts, and I'll fold it, either I place something on top or I can use a peg to hold this down, so that as it dries up it will take that shape of the way I want my waist purse to look like. So you can see this is how the waist purse is going to look like. I created the base for it and everything. So just let it sit there and dry for a while. And this is the belt. You can either use your Mod Podge to glue this together, or you can sew it, but I decided to sew mine, but you can glue it if you don't have a sewing machine. So I'm taking this piece of fabric which I folded into 2 parts, and I'll be sewing it at the back of the purse, and it will act as like a space for me to insert the belt into before I attach the belt to my waist. The measurement is 4 inches that I did. You can remember the belt is just 2 inches, so you want it a bit bigger than the belt so that there will be space for you to go through it. Next, I will attach the belt lock to the ends of the belt, and this will serve as a way for me to clip the belt together while it's worn on my waist. Now I'm attaching the zip to the purse, and for this I will be sewing this together, but you can decide to hand sew this, but I'm using a machine for this. I'm attaching the sides to the purse, and you can see that for this I'm not using the hard interfacing because I want the sides to be foldable. If you want the purse tight, you can have it like tight. If you want it expanded, you can add more stuff for it to be expanded. So I did not add interfacing to it, and I used an elastic gum to attach it to the sides. And I'll zip off the bag, cut off the extra zip, and then fold this in using my thread and needle. I'll just tack this to the sides. The next thing is to attach the bag lock to the flap of the purse, and I'll be using elastic gum to attach it to the flap and to the other side. But before you do this, you want to make sure you measure exactly where you want this place so that it doesn't sit in the wrong position. So you want to make sure it's on the right side before you attach this using your elastic gum. So I let it dry up for a while and it's perfect as it is. I decided to add some chains to make it look really nice. You can do something different, but this is how it looks at the end of the day. I think it's beautiful and I love it, and I want to see what you guys will make too. So thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye. Love you.